Welcome traders. So today I want to solve a problem. I want to give a solution to one question, one problem that most traders have. Okay, you find this problem especially with intermediate and beginner traders. There's always this confusion, and that confusion is how do I combine my time frames? Okay, it's basically about time frame combination. Which time frame should I use as my confirmation, and which time frame should I use as my higher time frame? Remember, I made a video one time answering the question, what is the best time frame to trade? Okay, for those that are asking that question now, what is the best time frame to trade? There's a video already made a while back teaching you about fractality of the market. That video is going to answer the question for that. I'll put a card for that video right up here, and the link is also going to be in the description. So you can go out and watch that video to help you answer the question of what is the best time frame to trade. But today I'm going to be teaching you time frame combination. Okay, which one should be your higher time frame, which one should be your lower time frame? All right, so this teaching is actually going to be gotten from my trading ebook, The Expert Trader. Okay, and we're going to go there now to read, or for us to read it out to see how it's written in the book. Then I'll come back here to explain it for you. All right, so let's go to the Expert Trader. All right, so this is the expert. This is solving the time frame dilemma in the Expert Trader, the FSB training ebook, which I always speak about. So of course, if you are here and you feel like there is more for you to learn, you feel like you're not really grounded in trading, these ebooks are actually the best option for you. Okay, let's not talk much about that. Let's just talk about what we're going to talk about today. So we're talking about this solving a time frame dilemma. Okay, now, but what is the best time frame I should analyze on? Okay, what is the best time frame I should analyze on? What time frame should I get my confirmation? This is a question that most people ask. Okay, what time frame should I get my confirmation from? So this book will be incomplete if I don't answer this question. Let's just leave all this English and all of that. Let's go to the major thing. Okay, so to make this more understandable, we'll make use of 3 different time frames for our analysis. In fact, any analysis you want to make in trading, you can't just analyze this one time frame in trading. It's not possible. Okay, so your time frames have to be corroborated. They have to be together. Okay, you need to have a higher bias, then a middle time frame, then the time frame of your entry, which they call confirmation time frame majorly. Okay, so what we're going to do is that we're going to be using 6 to 8 rule. Okay, so regardless of the time frame you choose to trade on, the 6 to 8 rule is going to help you choose what is your higher time frame and what is your middle or lower time frame. Okay, now this middle time frame, I usually call it the corroboration time frame. Okay, so let's just read from the book. The 6 to 8 rule. This time frame rule simply states that you divide your higher time frame by any number between 6 to 8 to get your middle time frame. And like I told you, the middle time frame is the corroboration time frame. Okay, I call it the corroboration time frame. Then divide your corroboration time frame by another number between 6 to 8 to get your confirmation time frame. Okay, so we'll make use of 3 different time frame. The first time frame, which is your higher time frame, which is the bias. Okay, let me use H for it. Then the second one, which is your corroboration time frame, and the second one, which is your confirmation time. This is HCC. Okay, so the acronym doesn't really matter. So the point is we'll use the 6 to 8 rule. This is the time frame, and this is what you need for anything. So what it's simply saying is divide your higher time frame by any number between 6 to 8. So it can be 6, 7, or 8 to give you your corroboration time frame. Then you divide your corroboration time frame by any number between 6 to 8 also to give you your confirmation time frame. And that confirmation time frame is the time frame you are going to take your trade on. It's the smallest time frame that you are going to take your trade on. Okay, so remember the HCC, the higher time frame, the corroboration time frame, and the confirmation time frame. So if I wanted to analyze in the daily time frame, my corroboration time frame would be what? Know that a day has 24 hours. So if we convert 24 hours to minutes, it's going to be 24 times 60. Okay, and that's going to give us 1440 minutes. So we divide it by 6, 7, or 8. Any number between these two, you can choose any one you want. 7, 8. Okay, and if we do that, it's going to give us what? You can see that it's giving us, if we divide it by 6, it's going to give us 3 hours. If we divide it by 7, I think 3.7 hours. If we divide it by 8, it's going to give us 4 hours. So if we wanted to analyze the daily time frame as our higher time frame, our corroboration time frame would have been 4 hour. So after getting our bias in the daily time frame, we have to come down to 4 hours to also see, to get our corroboration, to see if they are working together. Okay? So any time frame between 3 to 4 hours here now can be our correlation time frame in this example. Now, what we usually do is that we take the most common time frame, like a popular time frame. You hardly hear people talk about 3 hours time frame or 2 hour time frame, but you hear people talking about 1 hour, 4 hour. So since our value is between 3 to 4, we just make use of 4 hour. Okay? You understand me? So any time frame between 3 to 4 hours could be your correlation time frame. Now, to get the correlation time frame, we divide the time frame we choose here also. Let's say this 4 hour by any number between 6 to 8 again. That is why it's called the 6 to 8 rule. Okay? So if we do that now, dividing 4 hours by any number between 6, 8, or 7, you're going to see that we're going to have between 30 to 40 minutes. That is going to be the time frame. So 30 minutes to 40 minutes is now our conventional time frame. Now remember what I told you. I said usually we pick the most common time frame. You understand me? So 30 minutes and 40 minutes time frame, which one is actually more common to you? You see that for most people, or most times you hear people talking about 30 minutes, you hardly talk about 40 minutes. So you just go with 30 minutes. But if you want to use 35 minutes for 40 minutes, anyone, you can still use it. Okay, but if you are using, let's say, MT4 app and you're not using TradingView, you know that you can only see those common time frames. But if you are using TradingView, you can go down to 45 minutes if you want to. Sorry, you can go back to 35 minutes if you want to. All right. So usually we pick the nearest most recognized time frame. This example, the 30 minutes is most suitable. So let's just leave the book. Let me go to the MT4 app to practice or to actually explain this for you. So you can see that everything here is also written in the book. Okay, you can do this on any time frame you desire. And of course, I hope this is clear. I'm going to explain it for you and it's going to make it clear. This time frame combination is very effective with our breakout trading strategy 2.0. Okay, also do not forget 30 minutes rule. Let's just forget about this. You don't need this. Okay, this for those in my mentorship program, and maybe for those that will get the ebook. Those are those that we understand what we are talking about here. And of course, before I leave this topic, I should remind you, in case you forgot, that we utilize 3 major trading strategy, which is probably dependent on the market behavior and trend. That is not important to you if you are here because of time frame, to just understand time frame. But if you want to learn a particular trading strategy, or you don't have a trading strategy, or you want to learn the way I trade, of course, you can get the trading ebook, or you can join my mentorship program. So let me go to the TradingView app to explain this better for you. So let's say I wanted to use 4 hours as my higher time frame. Okay, so 4 hours is my what? Is my H, the big time frame, right? What will now be my middle or corroboration time frame? What will be my C? Let's look at this HCC. C. What will be my C? Okay, so the C time frame, the corroboration time frame will be, let's convert 4 hours first to minutes. So 4 times 60 is giving us 240. Okay, now 240 divided by any number between 6 to 8. Okay, so let's say 240 divided by 6 first. And that's going to give us 40 minutes, right? Okay, now 240 divided by 7 is going to give us what? 7 is going to give us 34 minutes. 240 divided by 8 is going to give us 30 minutes. Now, you see that the value is between what? It's between 40 to 30. Just like I said, we take the time frame that is more common. And in this example now, the 30 minutes time frame is more common. Do you understand me? 30 minutes time frame is more common. So we'll go to the 30 minutes time frame to look at the market. So we have already gotten our bias. So look at this market now, analyzing it. You see that the market came back to, and we can call this a breaker block if you wanted to, or another block. Anyone you actually want to call it, no while, but this is another block. The market came back to this other block. Let's do this like this. Okay, a breaker block or another block, anyone you want to call it, but this is more of another block. So let's say this market come back to this other block, and I want to do this type of analysis just like I told you guys. So the funny thing is, I just opened this market. I did not even look at it. I don't even know it was USJPY and stuff. I don't really look at it. So let's go to the 30 minutes time frame to see. So what is happening in the 30 minutes time frame? Okay, you see that 30 minutes time frame is now our middle time frame. It's is what's telling us that, okay, this market now have shifted from, first of all, you can see a double bottom. Okay, you can see a double bottom here. Something I always tell you guys is part of the confirmation. Okay, and this market have shifted bullish. I guess this market have shifted bullish now. Okay, because if you follow me, if you're part of my student, you'd have seen how I teach about change of trends. Okay, and with this now, the trend have actually changed because we have broken this, and this high. So this trend, okay, this high. So this trend have actually changed. So we have shifted bullish. So we should be looking what to buy in this market. Okay, so we look at the 30 minutes and say that, okay, now we are bullish. The 4-hour time frame, in the 4-hour time frame, it's already okay. In the 4-hour time frame, in the 4-hour time frame, it already retested an order block and was trying to make a bullish move. But in the 30 minutes time frame, we'll see that you have already moved bullish. What will now be my confirmation time frame, or the time frame I'm going to enter the trade from? I'm going to divide 30 divided by any number between 6 to 8 again. Okay, so if I do that, it will 30 divided by any number between 6 to 8. Let's say 6. 6 is going to give us what? It's going to give us 5. So our entry time frame now is now going to be what? 5 minutes. So if I want to take this trade now, okay, I would enter the market from the 5 minutes time frame. So I'll look for what? A reason to enter the market here. Do you understand me? Okay, I'll look for a reason to enter the market here. Basically, I can look for the market to come back to this. If I want to use other block, or if I'm using other block, depending, I can look for the market to come back to this zone. Okay, to buy from here, or I could blindly enter here. But it's very likely that this market is going to take out all these lows here before moving up. Okay, so you can see that you already, at least you know your buyers, know that you are very bullish. All you have to do is look for an entry in what? The 5 minutes time frame using the 6 to 8 rule. I'm not going to be teaching you how to analyze here, and you have your trading strategy. You know what you use to trade. I'm just teaching you how you can combine the time frame. So always remember the HHC. Do you understand me? So if I wanted to take a trade now, let's say I wanted to take a trade from, let's say 30 minutes time frame. Let's say 30 minutes time. I want to take the trade from 30 minutes time frame. Let's say I'm a day trader and I want to take this trade from here. How do I get my middle time frame and my higher time frame? Okay, so let's say 30 minutes time frame is now my C. It's 30 minutes. Okay, you have to forgive my writing because I'm using one hand for this whole thing. All right. So my confirmation time frame will not be what? So you see how it works now, and this is going to help you solve all your time frame issue. Okay, just this theory time frame, having this theory time frame in my higher time frame, a corroboration time frame, and a confirmation time frame is going to solve all your time frame issue, combined time frame issue. Okay, so this is, guys, and the thing is you are not only limited to this. Okay, the truth is that the more you get better at understanding how time frame works, the more you can be flexible with it. Okay, you can be flexible with it, knowing when you already know, okay, this time frame is what I can correlate with this one. You can be flexible with it. So this is not like you must do it. No, but it's a guide for you, especially if you are confused. Now, with my experience, I can decide to make my higher bias in the 4-hour and take my trade in the 30 minutes. Okay, I can do it at this stage, but you might not be able to understand the dynamic of that. So that's why you can simply follow this formula, and this will help you. The 6 to 8 rule. All right. So this is, guys, this is for today's video, and of course, if you want the trading ebook, the link will be for it in the description. If you want to get a copy of your ebook, and I always say it, if you're a beginner to trading or if you're an intermediate trader, this book is basically the landmark you need. Is basically all you need to be profitable in trading. So this is for today's video, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video to your friends that are also struggling in trading. Don't keep the knowledge to yourself. The way I shared it to you, also share it to others. Okay, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and also tell your friends to like and subscribe, and also share. Okay, let the knowledge keep rolling on. So this is it, guys. Until we meet again, peace.